those that don't know me, I'm Deputy Chief of Staff Craig Conley for Mayor Andrew Ginther. We're here today to shed some light on an investment into the community that we're very excited about. So we're going to start off with our host, Ms. Letha Pugh, here from Bake Me Happy, to do some greetings.
Good afternoon. Welcome, everyone. Thank you for being here to celebrate our neighborhood and introduce the Clean and Safe Corridors Initiative. My wife, Wendy, and I are co-owners of Bake Me Happy. We've been in business since January of 2013. We've been on the South Side since 2014. We have a second location in Dublin. We just opened a third location this coming Monday in Upper Arlington. We own part of Preston's Burger in Clintonville and Cafe Overlook in the county courthouse. So needless to say, I'm running on fumes here. We love the South Side. We started here on the South Side. It was a fluke. It was an ad on Craigslist. If you remember Craigslist, we went and took a look at the space and we fell in love with it. And the South Side has embraced us as we have embraced the South Side. Once we began to grow, we needed a different space, and the old post office became available. We purchased the post office with support from First Merchants Bank and the SBA, and we have 4,000 square feet that is essentially the hub of our business. We also know that there are challenges on the South Side, and so over the last year, we have spent time with residents, the social service agencies along the corridor, and the community and the other businesses, and we have worked together to try to figure out how to come together to manage some of these challenges. And so we have a stakeholders group, and this stakeholders group sort of manages those goals that we have and some of the challenges that were identified. And I think it's been a boost for us to have the support of the city to continue some of the initiatives that we have identified. Over the last 2 weeks, we started meeting at the library. Now we kind of bounce around to different places. We've really begun to kind of capture and hone in on some areas that we want to make a difference. And so I think cleanliness is on that list, safety and security is on that list, working with the existing folks here in the community who utilize the services, and then making this a place where other businesses would like to lay stakes. So I personally am happy with the progress that we've made. It's a lot of work. We had to get down and dirty to get to where we are, and we were able to all work through that, and we have a great team, and so I'm excited about where this is going to take us. I'm not the star of the show. Mayor Ginther is here, and with the rest of the team, they've been very supportive of us, and I would like to bring the mayor up for his remarks.
Thank you, Letha.
Very well.
Appreciate you.
Very well.
Thank you, Letha, and I was teasing her much better half about a happy belated birthday to Wendy. I hope you had a great birthday with family. What a great day. What a great day here on the south side of Columbus. I want to thank Letha. I want to thank the Southside Thrive Collaborative. Raise your hand if you're affiliated with the Southside Thrive Collaborative. Obviously, City Council, Deputy Chief Sagal, and Columbus Police, and then all the participating community members, businesses, and city departments. And thank you, Letha, for hosting us today. My wife's birthday is tomorrow, so I'm going in here to make sure I'm prepared, for her for tomorrow. You all may have noticed an increase in activity up and down Parsons Avenue for the last couple of weeks, whether it was a road crew filling potholes or employees from Columbus Public Health reaching out to local businesses. This is all part of our new Clean and Safe Corridor Initiative. It's a strategic effort to improve public safety, fuel economic prosperity, and promote quality of life along certain key corridors, key commercial corridors for the city, like Parsons Avenue. The bottom line is, last year homicides went down in our city by 18%. In the first quarter of this year, we have matched, because of the great work of Deputy Chief Sagal and the Division of Police, the lowest level of homicides in over 20 years. That is significant. Not only does that make us all safer and healthier, it's more moms and dads and young people going home to their families where they belong. But we kept hearing from key business and community leaders that we needed to do more on these quality of life issues, the issues infecting our small businesses and our communities. So the goal of this clean and safe corridor really is to take our community health and safety efforts to the next level. This is to partner with businesses and community stakeholders who are invested in their neighborhoods, hear their unique needs, because every corridor is different, and then take a strike force-like action to enhance public safety, improve cleanliness, foster economic prosperity, and strengthen quality of life. Representatives from the administration and Columbus City Council, as Letha has mentioned, have been collaborating with her, Southside partners like Jessica and others with Southside Thrive Collaborative over the last few months to determine what work was particularly needed in this neighborhood. We heard you and planned this effort, coordinating across multiple departments, partnering with local businesses to address some of the needs. We've tasked almost every department in the city with projects here on Parsons Avenue. We don't have all the impact numbers in yet, but here's some of what we've gotten done. From a safety perspective, 25 cars impounded, 69 citations issued, and 56 warnings for parking violations. 2 arrests for felony charges and 1 search warrant executed. Guns and fentanyl recovered and taken off the streets. Numerous citizen contacts, field interviews, and traffic and pedestrian stops. From cleanliness and beautification, there have been 78 hours of pothole patching and 55 hours of street sweeping. And we would be filling a pothole today, but it's already full with water. So we'll be back once we get rid of some of this water. I think you were going to have celebrity pop fillers with Council President and I. So we'll be back once we get rid of some of this rain. 541 bags of litter. You don't have to laugh out loud, Curtis, when I was talking about filling a pothole. My mother always said you have to have a backup plan. 541 bags of litter, 16.76 tons of bulk refuse collected, along with ADA ramp cleaning. 11 intersections enhanced with new crosswalks, stop bars, and lane control arrows. 34 trees planted, 5 damaged trees removed, and plenty of brush cutting. I saw it just the other day on my way down to the Reap Center going on. 117 new street signs mounted and hung. Property inspections, 311 building inspections, 15 friendly code enforcement letters were issued informing building owners how they may bring their properties up to code compliance. 5 buildings referred for graffiti removal by the city. We know that strong neighborhoods make for strong cities. Clean and safe core, this initiative represents a proactive, collaborative approach to addressing the neighborhood's needs by strategically deploying resources and intentionally engaging community stakeholders. This initiative will create safer, cleaner, and more vibrant corridors that will benefit the entire city of Columbus. But we're not walking away from our progress after this initiative. As you'll hear in a moment, we've granted $165,000 to the Southside Thrive Collaborative so they can keep this momentum going and sustain our progress. This is money coming from the operating budget. The Council President and I have started to discuss this year's capital budget. And our intention is to put in capital funds along these corridors as well to help with infrastructure, cameras, lighting, other things that the community and neighborhood is asking for. Because although we've done a significant amount of work in a short period of time, based on the investment we're making with Southside Thrive Collaborative and capital budgets and future operating budgets, we want to keep this momentum going. I'm a little biased, but could we give it up for all the city employees here today? I think we have some of the best city employees in America who have done a critically important job to get us where we are. Now, I'll tell you, mayors can propose whatever they want, but council appropriates. And we couldn't have a better advocate and partners for this safe, clean corridor initiative than our council president, a son of the South Side, Shannon Hardin.
I think that's what you call a setup. He says that we have the pocketbook of the city, so come see us. No, Mayor. It is an honor to be back on the South Side. I don't think it's cliche to celebrate the Columbus way. It still works. This project is a perfect example of all of us coming together. Neighborhood leaders like Letha and Wendy, Sarah from Thrive, Mayor Ginther. Would you help me celebrate Mayor Ginther and his administration? When he says that he put the full weight of the city behind this effort, you can see it out here today. Chief Sagal and our amazing safety, Craig Conley and specifically, brother, you did an amazing job pulling all of the departments together to get us here. The City Attorney's Office, Zach Klein and Tierra Ross, who worked for several months on this, just thank you. The Columbus way, stacking hands to solve an issue. As the mayor said, I grew up on the South Side in Southfield, not so far down the road. Even though I represent the East Side now, this community is still home for me. My mom still lives in Southfield. My son goes to pre-K just down the street. I know the heart, the resilience, and the strength of the South Side that resides here. But I also know its challenges. We had dinner a few weeks ago on the South Side at Lupita's, and the theme of that dinner was that folks still felt a little left behind. Columbus is growing, and it's growing at an incredible pace. But with that growth comes real concerns. Concerns that we hear every day from people in every neighborhood like this one. Growth means change, and if we're not careful, that change can push out the very people who have made our communities so strong. We see it happening across Columbus, and we see it happening right here on Parsons Avenue. The South Side is no stranger to change, but reality is that without smart investment and thoughtful action, many of our neighbors risk being victims, not participants, in Columbus's growth. The truth is that Parsons Avenue is a canary in the coal mine for these growing pains. You've got amazing businesses and committed community leaders who are on the front lines of our affordable housing crisis and our opportunity crisis. The growing homelessness that they see is what the whole city will see more of and more of if we don't take action now, before these safety and quality of life issues become even harder for us to solve. That is why today's announcement is so important. I was proud to convene with others as Southside residents and city staff last year whose work to this partnership with Southside Thrive Collaborative got us to where we are today. It's a model for how we must walk alongside changing neighborhoods. It's a commitment to ensuring that growth doesn't just happen around us, but happens with us and for us. Through this investment in the Parsons Avenue Outreach Program, we are putting real dollars into a program that prioritizes public safety, cleanliness, and access to critical resources for the people who live and work here today. Council is committing $165,000 over the next year to make this vision a reality. We will pass this legislation on Monday. This investment means cleaner, safer streets. It means stronger connections between businesses and people that live here. It means dedicated, full-time outreach team members on the ground, walking alongside our neighborhoods, offering help and building trust. That's the kind of hands-on, people-centered work that makes a difference. It means empowering and lifting up local voices, to have a seat at the table, and to create a South Side that works for everyone. Making sure that the decisions affecting Parsons Avenue are informed by the very people who call it home. And it means ensuring that the South Side remains a place where families can stay, where businesses can grow, and where neighbors can thrive together. And beyond the outreach program, the Community Stakeholders Working Group is going to bring together residents, businesses, and local leaders to shape our future together. The work is just beginning, and I can't wait to see the incredible impact that this project is going to have for years to come. Thank you so much for all being a part of moving our community forward. It is now my honor to welcome up our Deputy Chief of Police, Rob Sagel.
Good afternoon. My name is Robert Sagel. I am the Deputy Chief of the Special Operations Subdivision of the Columbus Division of Police. On behalf of Chief Elaine Bryant, I would like to thank Mayor Ginther, City Council President Hardin, Director of Public Safety Kate Pisciotti, and all of our city partners in this collaborative effort to lift up Columbus and make these areas clean and safe. Borrowing from the words of Mayor Ginther, it is a great day in the city of Columbus. I will start by sharing a story about a letter I received in my office a few weeks ago from a resident in this area of Southern Orchards. The community member was a first-time homeowner who was excited for the potential of this area, but it was still noticing issues which needed to be addressed in order for them to feel safe and secure. They outlined what they saw every day from their house and gave solutions to help remedy the problems. They wanted to be a community partner and to be part of the solution. Not only have we reached out to this resident to hear from them directly to address their issues, but we have also partnered in the Clean and Safe Corridors initiative to enhance public safety for all residents with increased police presence and focused disruption of violent crime. In the first week of this program, the Division of Police focused in this area with additional resources from patrol, from the Community Liaison section, and the Organized Crime Bureau. We're conducting a tow blitz, directed patrols, focusing on violent crime and hotspots, narcotics complaints, nuisance and abatement properties, and prostitution complaints. We've been focusing on complaints generated from 311 and from our community partners. In addition to the statistics mentioned by Mayor Ginther, we have also served 4 additional search warrants which have led to the recovery of over $500,000 in illegal narcotics and over $100,000 in currency. And we have completed 2 nuisance abatement group inspections of problem properties. Most of these investigations are ongoing and will result in more criminal charges and arrests. These statistics only represent the first week of this initiative alone. This is in addition to the daily efforts of Patrol Zone 5 officers who tirelessly work this area to ensure the safety and security of every resident. We remain excited to see the statistics after this initiative is completed, but we want to reiterate that our work will continue even beyond these 2 weeks as we remain dedicated to keeping our community safe and secure. Thank you very much for joining us in this partnership. And next, I would like to introduce Sarah Linke.
Good afternoon. Can you hear me? I'm Sarah Lenke, and I have the privilege of serving as the director for Southside Thrive Collaborative, and I'm really grateful to join today's event and would like to thank you, Council President Shannon Hardin and Columbus Mayor Andrew Ginther, for your recent investments into the area, and also specifically supporting Southside Thrive Collaborative's Parsons Avenue outreach program. Southside Thrive Collaborative works to create a diverse and vibrant South Side where everyone has the opportunity to thrive. We work towards this vision by bringing people together to create a strong and resilient South Side. At the core of our work is a fundamental belief in the power of connection. We know that when we come together, we can make a greater impact in the community. And the need in Columbus's South Side is clear and requires urgent action. According to the census data, 60% of our neighbors are living in poverty. 82% of children are living in poverty. Additionally, 1 in 4 Southside households earn less than $20,000 a year. These statistics reflect the deep challenges faced by our community as many people struggle to make ends meet. It also underscores the need for united effort to begin to address these complex issues in our community. Southside Thrive brings a network of community-based nonprofits, businesses, and civic leaders together to identify and address these interrelated challenges that ultimately create hardship for so many families here on the South Side. With support from the city, Southside Thrive will further these efforts by launching the Parsons Avenue Outreach Program. This program will expand our capacity to promote collaboration, safety, cleanliness, and better access to services along Parsons Avenue. Our team will have a consistent presence in and along Parsons Avenue to build relationships rooted in trust and respect with businesses, social service providers, neighbors, and individuals experiencing poverty and homelessness. By establishing a more genuine connection with people who are struggling, we will meet people where they are and pave the way for the linkages of resources. We will also be conducting regular cleanups up and down Parsons Avenue to help beautify the area. And to do this work, we will continue to partner with local nonprofits that provide our community very critical services such as food, hygiene products, healthcare, and even helping people get IDs. Social service providers have been coming together on a regular basis to identify ways to better holistically address people's needs, as well as ways to identify and address service gaps within the community. And finally, we are looking forward to growing and cultivating relationships with the businesses along Parsons Avenue. Last year, we surveyed them to identify their top challenges as it relates to operating their business on Parsons Avenue, and we believe that this program will help alleviate some of their concerns. Through this program, we aim to not only make the area safer and more welcoming, but also create an environment where people feel connected and supported, and we know this is going to take a lot of work, so we thank you in advance for your partnership. Thank you again for your time today, and I will be handing it back to the mayor.
Thank you so much. Excited about the work that's being done here. There'll be other corridors that I announce at my State of the City address on April 16th at Fort Hayes. Is that right? Right date? 6 o'clock? All right. So we'll announce the other corridors then. But know this, the investment that we're making from the operating side, we've already seen the effects of. Capital investments, infrastructure-wise, are going to be a top priority as we look both at our capital plan and the capital budget for this year in particular. We're going to stick around to do one-on-ones with the press if they have questions and want to talk more in detail. But the shop is open. Go in there and spend some money. And that's the only way I'm getting home on her birthday tomorrow is if I bring her some stuff from Bake Me Happy. Have a great day, everybody. Thanks for being here.